from Nashville, Tennessee, inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hydeman. Here's Jenna.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing, Jer.
Oh, sing?
Do your intro. We've got Jer Gregg, everybody.
Inside the Noize podcast.
We have him in person.
Inside the Noize, yeah.
Inside the Noize.
Inside the
does the
Noize
beginning.
podcast.
That's nice.
I know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Is that what it is? Is that how it is? I was like up all day and my voice is tired and I was just like,
Inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hydeman.
I like try to roll your name fast,
You
really
did.
fast.
It is really fast.
Because I'm like,
But it worked.
you should just be Jenna Hydeman. We'll just
I?
change your name now.
Okay. I kind of liked it.
But I did it, Hydeman. Why not?
Why not?
Good job, Jer.
Good job,
Anyways,
Jer.
Yeah.
we're here.
We have
Yes, we are.
Courtney. We have Drew Dixon.
Woo!
And we have Jer Gregg.
Hi.
And I'm Jenna.
Woo!
Woo, all the
Yeah.
woos.
Well, great.
Everybody
We're
gets
already, we're already wooing. We start each podcast off by making some noise for
That's
each
right.
other about something good that happened in your week. So you tell us something good and we all clap for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's called Make Some Noise.
Am I started?
Yeah.
Sure. What good shit happened this week?
So much stuff you can't even think about it.
Oh, I don't even know. Like, I haven't been sleeping. I'm just like crazy. It's been, I don't know, business is good, I guess. Like, I'm not having to work at the bar so much because music is taking up so much of my time.
That's sad for me.
Sad for you. It's great for my Miller Lights so that I can make sure that I have a few.
You've been on the road with Jay Allen, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we were in Wisconsin. We were in Iowa, and we opened for Cole Swindell. And then Saturday we played Country Fest, and we didn't have a trailer and a bus like everybody else did, and a lot of guys were coming in and out. And so on the rider, they gave us a trailer stocked with beer and everything, and put it right next to Jason Aldean's bus, which was right next to Jake Owen's bus. And Jake Owen had like a little tiki bar set up, and Jason Aldean had like a real bar set up. He had like a full bar with a bartender.
Dude, that's awesome.
It was
Dang.
badass.
That's incredible.
That's right.
So we only had beer in our thing, and nobody wanted to drink beer. We all
Yeah.
wanted tequila.
The real stuff.
So one of the dudes walked over there and started making friends with, the bartender.
That's
And
awesome.
Then you all became friends.
yeah,
That
Wow.
worked out.
That's
started
awesome.
having margaritas
That's dope.
Ooh,
with Jason Aldean's crew. And stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. It was really neat.
I like it.
Was it hot up there?
Like we played in the middle of the day and we're like, oh shit, it's going to be 90 something degrees. But
Yeah.
in Wisconsin, the high was 77.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
That's
Nice.
beautiful
That is
weather.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
it was
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was hot, but it wasn't like, I was still wearing jeans the whole day.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Jer can't wear shorts.
not like today, I'm wearing gym shorts, and as soon as I bend over, somebody goes, "Woo!"
All the girls lose their minds.
Isn't that right?
It just had to be said out loud. I'm sorry. My apologies.
So that's funny.
So I don't know. It's been a good week. I don't know. So woo.
Yeah.
Okay, Drew.
Now it's my turn. We had a bunch of shows confirmed for the fall this week, so that was cool. We're opening up for John Langston at the Georgia Theater on August 31st, and then Corey Smith in Columbia, South Carolina at a venue called The Senate on September 8th, I think. And the next week, we got asked to play a festival in, I don't know how to pronounce the town. It's somewhere in Indiana. It's Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
Terre Haute,
Terre Haute.
the smelliest fucking
Drew, I
city
know.
in America.
All right. Now I know that.
It smells like
Fun
shit.
fact.
Yeah.
They
Aw.
literally. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Get
Do
a
they have like a
mask. Get
cow
one
or
of
something like
those
that?
masks.
No, I think it's like a water treatment facility, but like, I mean, I'm from Indiana, so everybody knows it's like literally the smelliest town.
Interesting. I never knew that.
And even the mayor like wrote something like, I remember seeing a news headline that said, we need to get rid of the poo smell. Or like not a headline, but like the name of like the article was like,
Yeah, it was that.
the mayor says we need to get rid of the poo smell. Like,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
So,
Good luck in Pooville.
thanks. Yeah, so at some festivals, it's
Shit's
right outside
awesome.
of that. So it'll be fun. So yeah, that was the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hooray. Hooray.
Congrats.
Sorry, I was just making noises.
Yeah, I just like it. Yeah.
I like the voices.
Yeah.
They bring character.
Courtney, what do you got?
I've got nothing. I'm sorry.
You can't just say nothing.
I don't. You guys, it's been a bad week, so I'm good.
Are you sure?
It's getting better.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Should we get you some like Reese's Pieces or something?
No.
What about like the last like
Peanut butter
7
M&Ms.
days?
Yeah, no.
Still no?
No.
10 days?
Nothing crazy.
14?
I keep going backwards.
Nothing?
That was like the high of the
3
week,
months?
though.
What do you got?
She's like, no.
Yeah.
No, no.
That was a downer.
Not this week. I'm sorry. But it's okay. I feel great now.
Okay, can we just give you a woo for
Yeah,
like
for
that.
being here. Yeah. Yay. Woo. Okay, Jenna.
You got to stare at Jared's butt for a little while. That's got to be the plus for you.
You know what? That is my highlight of
there
the
you go.
week.
So, yeah.
Staring
I
at
knew there was
Jared's
something.
butt.
Yeah.
I knew there
Didn't
was
even
something.
know it was there until today. So.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I got a new planner today, and I'm really excited.
It's not just a planner.
It's the
Tell the
highlight.
world.
Yeah, go
my
into
week.
detail.
It is a passion planner, and you know
planner.
what?
The passion.
I've been wanting it for 2 years. When you order it on January 1st, so you get the full year, it's like a $35 planner. But I ordered it for $5, and it's only June, so I get to like test drive this planner to see if I like it.
What do you mean? So it's only for 6 months or whatever?
Well, it has January 2018 in it, but it's already June 2018.
word.
So I'm missing half. Like I didn't use it for the first half of the year, but I'm excited.
So
to
they
Is it
give
like a
you-
physical, like you write down
Yeah.
type planner?
I love writing things down, so I'm really
Okay.
excited.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
so is
I
it
don't
like,
know.
but it's a goal planner. Like,
It's a planner, like a normal, like it has like the times of every day, but it also gives you like a little quote on the side, and it says like, what do you want to do this month? What are your personal goals? What are your work goals? Here's nice quotes, monthly reflection.
you know what you should do?
What?
Write in it and read it to yourself while you're like standing in front of a mirror. Because it's basically the same shit.
Words of
What do you wanna
Wisdom
do?
by
I don't
Jared
know.
Gregg.
I don't know. What do you feel today?
You feel like
Well,
to
you
a
know what,
mirror.
guys? I'm excited about the planner. Don't hate on it.
We're proud of your
Thanks. I'm a
planner.
little sad now.
Yeah, planner.
Woo, planner.
Whatever.
Mirror me. I like that.
I'm excited about the planner.
Should be.
It's good.
We're all excited about the planner.
I'm gonna buy you guys one. We're all gonna sit down.
I
and
use
have-
my iCal.
We're
like,
gonna have.
mad.
Oh, I do
too.
too.
That's
I
like all
don't.
kinds of
And
shit in
Google
there.
If it's not in
live
here,
off
it's
it.
not happening.
Yeah.
That's all
I
I
don't
got.
do that.
I do.
You don't use it?
The icon
Really?
or no?
I have to.
I use
I
my
write
iCal, but
everything down.
I literally write it in. I don't actually change the dates and the times in it, or like not the times in them. So like I'll put it in, and it may say like 8 p.m. at night, but it'll say 4 p.m. do this. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of
Mine's
like
usually at the right hour, but
Mine is.
it's just like the 1 hour block. Like I've
Yeah.
seen like like Julia Cole,
Yeah.
hers, and it's literally like hers is so detailed, it's so professional looking, and then mine looks like someone just picked up the phone yesterday
I
for
don't
the
have
first
time
time.
to go through and edit the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
You
it was crazy.
Sometimes
man.
I do
is-
edit it.
That's
and
when
I
you
put
need a
in,
personal
like,
assistant,
an
Jared.
address or some shit.
Yeah,
just
totally.
so I don't forget. But most of
We
the time,
can
it's just
update
like,
it for you.
Yeah, we'll update
Let
it for
us
you.
update
Oh, you
it
guys
for
gonna be
you.
my personal
For you
assistants now?
gentlemen.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Fix it around.
That is
How
nice.
much?
Yeah,
I think it's a
got some
woman
time.
How much do I need to pay you?
One hat and Miller Lite.
Don't.
That's really not
this
that
is
bad.
This is on record.
Yeah,
On the record.
that's right.
On the record.
It's not just for the record. It's inside the Noize recordings.
Yeah,
Inside the noise.
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 Courtney, you got a Courtney cast for the week?
I do, actually.
Tell Drew what your Courtney cast is. Drew has
Drew.
heard it before.
that's me.
My Courtney cast is I just creep on people on
Hard
social
creep.
media.
Hard creep.
It's not really hard creeping, though.
It's
I
not
don't
hard
go
creeping.
all the way
It's-
back.
It's natural. This is the
Scroll.
way that people creep on everybody thing.
This is a true
But,
story.
but just
I
just
very
talk
much
about it.
exposed to the public.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's just like my favorite celebs and country artists.
Who you got?
know?
Who's this week?
Y'all, Jana Kramer's pregnant. Whoop whoop.
Awesome.
No one cares.
Dope.
But she's been trying to have a second baby for a while, so.
That is very exciting, man.
Snaps. No?
Happy for her.
Whatever.
This is gonna be a vicious day. This is gonna be a vicious
Your
podcast.
your enthusiasm for your own segment is
She's
through the roof.
I didn't like Jared's face. Sweet gift. Haley Hubbard, who's Tyler's wife, got Russell Dickerson and Kaylee coffee cups because Kaylee does coffee with Kaylee. So she made them cute little coffee cups.
Oh, that's nice.
How sweet.
That is very sweet.
I know. Happy anniversary to Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman.
How many years?
Nice.
12 years.
Has it really been 12 years?
12 years.
That's wild.
Oh, was she
know.
with, wasn't she with Tom Cruise
Tom Cruise,
before that?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think for that long. That man doesn't have a great record of staying with people.
Who else has he been with?
That girl from Dawson's Creek. Crap, what's her name? Katie Holmes.
Oh, Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
So the Scientology shit.
He was the one.
Yeah.
Wasn't she the one that he was like jumping on the Oprah couch for?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't that her?
What?
You never
like-
saw that thing from like the early
No.
2000s? It was early 2000s.
Yeah, it gotta be.
No.
It was some shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's on Oprah and like I'm pretty sure it was Katie Holmes and like he's like I'm so in love and he like jumped up on the couch and was like I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. It was.
He jumped up from like sitting down. He jumped up and like
And just started jumping
landed
on
on
the
the
couch.
couch.
Yeah.
What a
Something like that.
weirdo.
It was yeah.
Total weirdo.
Well, total weirdo.
Is there choir practice out there? I'm not sure.
Is it? We couldn't decide
You know,
what it was
I don't
earlier.
really honestly know what's going on.
We're
out
at a new
there.
podcast location, and it's a shared facility. And
And there's a possible
your
like
cult.
another
description of
room
this
on the other
place.
side that we can see over here. At
We
least I can
believe-
see, and it looks like they're lining up for like Christmas carols. You know,
No, I
Christmas
think
in
it's a
July.
Bible study, Jared.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't know. They're looking
We
at me.
kind
What
of
are you
came to
looking
the
at?
conclusion. They're just staring at you.
I wonder if- is that a two-way mirror? You think, or is it
Oh, I
glass?
think it's just glass. Yeah.
I think it is just glass.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, nerd? All right.
Chair.
Can't hear me. Sorry, what else is on your phone?
What's up? Yeah, who's next?
One more is I just love Brett Eldredge. He's been sharing his thoughts lately on his Instagram story. I thought that was sweet.
Did you want to share some of his thoughts that he shared?
No, it just inspires me to share my thoughts.
Okay, no, Courtney, you're lying because he's inspired. He's sharing things that are good about his week, and you just told us nothing good about your week.
Ooh.
Well, that's because I've had a bad week so far. I can't help that I've had a bad week. It is what it is. Everyone has bad weeks, but I still try to be positive. You know?
Yeah, snaps for positivity.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the Courtney cast.
Boom.
Thanks,
I
Court.
liked it. I liked it.
My
You're
crap.
welcome.
I enjoyed that.
I can update you anytime you'd like.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I'll send you my notes.
He looks thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dead silence. This is when the crickets come in.
Cricket,
Jared.
cricket, cricket.
Well, Drew has his guitar in his hand. Do you want to play us a song, Drew?
Sure. Do that.
So you make a writer's round. You
yeah.
guys are going to share your songs with us
Sure.
back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Drew Dixon, tell us a little bit about who you are, though. I only met you at the Nash Noize event.
Yeah, on
Wait.
CMA Fest.
No idea who you were.
But she slid in the DMs.
You're so, oh
My name
my
is-
God.
Was I one of the stalking segments? Did you talk about me? Drew had toast today for lunch again.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, I grew up in South Carolina and I've been here for 7.5 years. And it's been a lot of fun. I'm same as Jared, bartend and all that kind of stuff, and just trying to get to where the music takes over the bartending side. First song I'll play is a song we actually put out in December of last year. It's called Whiskey and Wine. It's kind of about a conflicted couple that can't seem to do well together, and they can't seem to do well when they're apart either. So they kind of get drawn back to each other. I think that's kind of a relatable thing with whether you personally have been in something like that, or I think everybody has that one friend like they're going to get back with that ex. I know for sure. It's always kind of bad. So that's what this is. Realms of heaven she couldn't find, and he was addicted to the pain, leaving her behind. She was his whiskey, he was a wine. He's playing piano, writing a breakup song. She's in bed with a stranger, just trying to stay strong. both lonely nights full of whiskey and wine. And an empty glass shatters on the floor like a broken heart. Can't hold on, head in their hands, and eyes shut closed. Well, it's hard sometimes to fall in love, I know. There's no rest in peace, drink to ease the soul. And like a melody that falls between the lines and words that never rhyme. Well, you can't mix whiskey and wine. They lie to themselves, thinking they can just move on, and already miss the sting like a needle in the arm. If they only love the hurt, does it really love at all? Then an empty glass shatters on the floor like a broken heart. Can't hold on, head in their hands, and eyes shut closed. Well, it's hard sometimes to fall in love, I know. There's no rest in peace, drink to ease the soul. And like a melody that falls between the lines and words that never rhyme, well, you can't mix whiskey and wine. Yes, it's hard sometimes to fall in love, I know. There's no rest in peace, drink to ease the soul. And like a melody that falls between the lines and words that never rhyme, well, you can't mix the whiskey and the wine. Thank you.
That sound good.
So that's that one. That's whiskey and wine. Yeah, I wrote that with Levi Hummon, who's a talented cat here in town.
Yeah.
Heard of him.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I don't think I know any of his music though.
I don't think
And so they had, I guess, well, I'm trying to think of his newest. I think his newest one's called Stupid, and they had one before that, Make It Love. His dad is a super talented songwriter. His dad had a bunch of cuts with like Rascal Flatts and I think Dixie Chicks too. And
His mom owns Thistle Farms, right?
yeah, also that like, they're a cool family, man. They got a lot of roots here in Nashville, and he definitely got a lot of that talent passed down to him. He's a talented dude.
It's wild. It's awesome.
For sure. Thanks. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was literally that song came about from a hangover. I literally drank a bunch of whiskey and wine. And I was like, that'd be kind of an interesting song.
Those don't go well
what
together.
An interesting night.
Yeah, I was like over Christmas break one time. I woke up the next day. I was like, nah, it's not happening ever again. Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Now I know. For the better. Yeah.
I like how raspy your voice is too. It's not something I've like ever heard before.
Thanks. I don't know where it really came from. I'm sure the cigarettes throughout the years didn't help, but in college that we never really had like really good sound systems to like play through whatever, and so a lot of it was just kind of screaming as loud as you could to hear yourself. I think that's kind of where the projection and all that stuff came from. And we'd be in bars down in Athens, Georgia, trying to hear yourself play over with the drunken college kids and all that stuff, and just somehow end up as it is. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Have
you played downtown before?
Downtown Nashville? Or
Nashville, yeah.
We did. Actually, the first time I ever played downtown was at the National Underground when it first opened up back in like 2011.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man, it was like one room. It was like all concrete and like it was kind of crazy. And that was the first time I played down there. And then I want to say, then it was years and later, the Rock and Roll Basement has been doing a lot of stuff on 2nd Avenue, and they've been doing stuff with like Big Shots and is it
Who's
Tequila?
that? What is it?
Which one?
What you said, the Rock and Roll Basement?
Yeah. The Rock and Roll Basement. It's I don't even know how to like sum it up. It's basically, it was literally in the basement of these guys' houses, and they kind of just formed a community in it, and they've been really nice to me, and they promote shows, they put on showcases. They've since moved it. Now it's in 12 South. It's in a room over a garage. They got a studio up there and a writing room and stuff like that. They've been cool to kind of include me in some of their events around town, and is it Tequila Jacks or whiskey, on 2nd Avenue, something Jacks? Cerveza Jacks. So they put something on there. So I've played down there with that. But other than that, that's kind of the only places on Broadway that I feel like that's obviously not even Broadway, it's 2nd Avenue, but those are the only ones that I've played down there. A lot of time we played like Midtown, we played like the Basement, Basement East, Blue Bar, R.I.P. Dude, that place was so much fun. It was a bummer it closed.
It closed?
Yeah.
What?
Closed. Yeah.
I haven't been there since college, but I just remember going there and I always felt like I was in someone's kitchen.
Explain.
I felt like I was hanging out in someone's kitchen.
Why?
I don't know.
Blue Bar?
Blue Bar, the one in Midtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knives and other things in there.
You remember? You know Blue Bar?
Yes.
I always felt like you were hanging out in like someone's kitchen at home.
I didn't feel that way, but
Well,
it's a weird.
Maybe
It's just a
weird.
weird. It was just kind of like a weird bar.
I dug that, man. I had a cool vibe in there. But I mean, the thing was, it was always kind of chill, and that's not great for business. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while I'd get busy or something like that, but most days it wasn't too crazy. You can find all kinds of drugs there, though.
Oh, I believe that.
Have mercy.
It was very dark in there, so I'm sure people were passing it,
There's a good rock club, man.
Dark, so
You get loud shit in there. Have fun.
I don't know.
We're dark places.
Drug queen over here. She's talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
You wanted the bags with the green X's on them or the pink circles. You didn't want the balloons. No.
Wish I did.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Well, whatever. Courtney.
Yeah.
Whatever, chair.
So much sass in the room tonight.
This church group next to us has no idea what's going on.
They need to be in here helping us.
I don't know.
Really, though, I think.
You guys need
Drew, have you
Jesus.
been on the show before?
No, it's my first time.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I know, I'm excited.
Awesome. They keep having me back. I don't know.
We really like Jared.
I don't know why. I talk a lot of shit when I'm on the
It's
microphone.
it's great.
Let's just
Good,
chat.
though.
Yeah.
So what do you guys normally do? Okay, so you the format goes, they're gonna ask you where you're from and then how you got to Nashville. Isn't that kind of how?
And he answered that.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
So I grew up in South Carolina, went to college in Georgia at the University of Georgia in Athens. Athens had a really cool music scene, that's why I chose to go there. And then after that, I lived in Athens for another year, just bartending, playing music. And then in January 2011, I moved up to Nashville. The natural progression of steps. Wanted to keep doing music. And it was between Austin and Nashville, and I'd never been to Austin. I'd been to Nashville once, and literally just happened to know.
How old were you at the time?
I was 23 when I moved here.
Yeah, same. Exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so I knew 5 people when I moved to town, and they'd all been at Georgia. Most of them had done the music business program with me at Georgia, and yeah, it's crazy being here. It's relatively, it's not that long, but it's long enough to have seen kind of the transformation of the craziness of what Nashville used to be to what it is now. And it's wild, man. The parking lot that is now 1505 and Element Apartments.
Yeah.
That empty lot you could leave your car
we
there all
talked
weekend.
about
For
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You could literally leave it for weeks at a time.
Yeah,
Weeks.
the Otters chicken finger bus that just stayed there all the time. Pretty sure it was just a homeless person den. I just didn't move. Yeah, it was great.
Nuts.
You see, it used to be only Green Hills traffic sucked. Now, everywhere traffic sucks.
Everywhere.
Oh yeah,
sucks.
everybody bitch about going to Green Hills because it was that's where everybody was going to go to the mall. That
Yeah.
strip in between Hillsborough Village and there, and Hillsborough Village didn't really have anything. You know what I mean?
There's Jackson, Sam's.
You could still
Pancake
park on the street.
Pantry.
I think there's certain times you can still park on the street, like on Hillsborough or whatever 21st Avenue, but
Yeah.
it's progressively going away.
That's where I lived. Actually, I lived in Hillsborough Village when I first moved here. I lived on Ackland right there, and it was awesome, man. You walk in like Savarino's Cucina, remember that place, the Italian sandwich spot?
I don't know if I ever went there.
Dude, it's the best sandwiches in town. It just closed a year ago.
There
Did you really?
Yeah,
Twice.
You worked there twice?
Twice.
Yeah.
Worked there for like 2 or 3 months, quit, got another job, and then when that place closed, I went back. I was like, I need a job, so I worked there for a month before I got another job. Yeah, it's just like my interim.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Help, I need
Yeah.
money.
What's the, isn't there like a dessert egg roll or something like that?
Yeah. Cookie dough egg roll.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit.
It is unbelievable.
We had them at Kung Fu for a while.
Really?
Yeah, we had them over there for a while, but then I guess people got tired of or just didn't order them enough.
Yeah.
So they stopped putting or they took it off the menu, but they
That's a
kept
bummer.
all the cookie dough and they hid it in the walk-in cooler. I eat like 4 or 5 pieces of those.
Yeah,
every
dude, for
weekend.
sure.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck. Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And these,
Yeah,
they like
it's
tried
a
to tape
walk-in.
it
There's
up
only
3
so much
times, and I
space.
just bust open the box
Yeah,
every
it doesn't
time.
matter. Yeah, whatever.
Here's the back.
Whatever.
Who wants
Yeah.
cookie dough?
Where's Sharon? Just having some
He's
cookie
just
dough.
eating cookie dough. It's fine.
It's on that dough.
Don't let go again.
Oh yes.
That's all I got here. Yeah, that was the. Then I lived in. So I moved here, and I lived. So I had a friend from college that their family was from here, and they lived down in Green Hills. So I lived in their basement for 6 months. Then lived in Hillsborough Village. Then moved back into this other person's basement in Green Hills by Lipscomb University, and then moved. Then I went to LA for a summer. That was 2013. Came back here, lived with that same family in the basement, the original family.
The basement buddies.
They had like a little finished like man cave down there, and they would just like set me up a mattress.
That's
Every time that
awesome.
somebody's going to tell me that they got an apartment, in the basement or whatever, I'm calling Drew.
Yeah.
Hey man, just wondering if you need a place.
Yeah, I'm always down for sure.
Right next to the washing machine.
Yeah, I lived in some
Black
weird. I lived in some
Widows.
weird places, man. I lived in a sunroom one time. It's like it was Josh and Kim. They're always around the bars, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They lived over on the Gale Lane, Gale Towers, I think it's called. And they had this small. I'm not kidding you. The size of, a quarter the size of this room.
Wow.
And I
Do
just
you even
needed-
have a place for a bed?
I had just enough for a bed and a dresser that like touched each other.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I bought like one of those stand up closets, whatever. Did that, and I lived there for 6 months. I want to say I moved like 5 times in 2 years. It was awful, and then finally, the place I'm in now, I've been there for like 2.5 years, and that's nice. And I'd have to like pack up everything. And I'd have like a certain
It's
amount
crazy. Like I've lived in the same spot. I just signed my 7th lease.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So I'm like trying to get rid of shit because I just keep acquiring more shit.
Totally.
I can only imagine moving every 5
I'd have
5 times a year. So
Dude, I would have like
Light.
certain I have like my nice hang up clothes at one house, my friend's closet, and then I have like my like casual hang up clothes at another friend's closet, and then like my day to day clothes. And that's weird. Yeah,
Like,
it was
hey man, you
awesome.
home? I need my nice clothes.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
yeah, dude, can you feed the cat?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro, I got
Feed the
you.
cat. I'll give you
Yeah.
your clothes.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so now I live down in I think it's called Chestnut Hill now. It's kind of near like the fairgrounds and Tribeca University, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I live down there now. It's cool, man. Every while you hear some gunshots from time to time, and you're just like, whatever.
It's
Part of it.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's normal.
city. That's funny. I mean, like shit. I grew up on the backside of a conservation club, so I was used to like guns my entire life. You just hear guns all day, every day.
Yeah.
And then when like people started buying assault rifles and stuff like that, they're not supposed to shoot them over there, but they would late at night.
Right,
for,
of
like,
course.
You'd hear it for like 20 minutes and then they'd get the fuck out.
What?
You know? Yeah, they'd just be.
I would not be able to fall asleep.
I just shot an automatic rifle for the first time over Memorial Day weekend. Actually, that is an intense feeling.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's wild. Like
It's a great feeling.
like growing up in like the South, shotguns, all that stuff, whatever.
Sure.
But like we were at Elliot's house up in Indy.
Yeah.
or Shelbyville, whatever it is, and they had one, and they're super cautious about it, like very safe, and they give me all the lessons of what to do. And just the first time you even touched the trigger, it was I'm not a big guns person, but like it was
Crazy
wild.
because the size of the size of the round too. When you see that thing, it's like a couple inches, and then but the way that the gun handles it, it's like you barely feel the barely feel the bullet going.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Crazy. I hit the target first try. Kidding me? No, dude, no. I didn't
Pretty
even
much
come
a
close.
badass.
No, didn't even come close.
Aww.
Yeah.
At least the thought was there.
Yeah. I would like to
I
destroy
did
this.
so well.
I would like to destroy this target.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. That's always fun though. Yeah, it's been a fun ride here. And still working. I've been working in bars. I mean, worked all through in bars through college, and I've been working in bars and restaurants. I worked at Taco Mamacita when I first moved here.
Girl.
I love Taco
Good
Mamacita.
place.
Dude, I ate there every single day for a year and a half. Never got
Why
tired of it.
wouldn't you?
It was so good. You got half off
Shit.
too.
How many
I used to
super
go there all
fries
the
did you
time
eat?
when
Because
it first opened too. I was down there all the time.
So good, so good, dude. And I get all when you work at a restaurant or a bar, you figure out all the modifications you want every single one.
Yeah,
dude, it'd be out of bounds. It was so good.
all the tacos.
Yeah, the tacos, the Peruvian chicken dinner, was it the chicken tortilla soup?
the Peruvian chicken dinner, yeah. And
Yeah.
then you
I
can get it
tried
off
their
the bone
soup.
too.
Yeah,
would,
they go shred
take
it for you.
them. Yeah.
Dude, they have like the people who own that are like
Super Taco Mamacita.
they are amazing at running restaurants, and they do a very good job, especially with customer service and like pandering to the customer,
Yeah.
and do like literally whatever you want at that restaurant. They're like, got it, and they'll do it. And for like, I'll even thinking twice.
I just found out that they own Clyde's and Milk and Honey.
Yeah, the names, they're the Monans, the family, and they're originally from Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, yeah.
Yeah, and so the first Taco Mamacita was down there, and I used to know all the whole lineage, but like they opened that. Like he got started. The husband got started in Sticky Fingers barbecue restaurants, which I don't know if you ever heard of that, but they're big in the Southeast, like South Carolina, Georgia, all that stuff, and so. That's where he kind of got to start, and then they started doing their stuff in Chattanooga. And I don't know how many Taco Mamacitas they have now, but then they did a burger place. They have the Milk and Honey place here. He went out to California and got like his whatever the certification is to make certain pizzas a certain way. So they opened a pizza place. It was crazy, man.
Wow.
That was work. Like all while I was working there, all that stuff was happening. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were claiming he was like 35 or something like that. Like he was young.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just went to Milk and Honey the other day for
I
Yes.
love
great.
it.
Solid.
except for I had a little Americano, and they put it like in a little glass, little like rocks glass or something, and and like I took my last sip and this thing fell into my mouth from the drink, and I was like, pulled it out and it was a fucking screw.
What?
It was a fucking
A screw?
A screw. It was like about 3/4 of an inch long, a little black screw.
Enough
it was
to do some damage on the way
kind of
down.
What's
Oh
that?
my
It's enough to do some damage on the way down. If you
Yeah, I
swallowed
was
it.
like, whoa, and I spit it out, and I'm laughing because I've been working in restaurants and
Yeah.
bars like forever, so I'm like, shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny to me now.
Yeah.
And so I tell the chick, and I was like, hey, you might want to see what's happening. This was in my coffee, and she was like, oh my, she was just like went ghost white. She's like, what? You know?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? And so she goes back to the manager and tells the manager about it, whatever. And then they realize the cup that they made my drink with, they were doing like a deep cleaning on the espresso machine or whatever.
no.
Yesterday. They put all the screws in one cup, you know, so they would lose
yeah.
them. And then forgot to put a screw in. And
Yeah. I was gonna say,
so then
that's-
they like take the
Lucky
cup
you.
and make
Like-
the drink. And then
Yeah.
that's how I got the
You're a
screw.
winner.
Yikes.
It's still not the worst time as though I was telling my friends at the table because they were freaking out. And I was like, this is nowhere near as bad as a thumbtack from a cork board in the kitchen fell in the spinach avocado dip at Whiskey Kitchen. And I bit down on the thumbtack.
Oh.
But thank God
No.
it was sideways so I didn't bite down on the
actual-
needle.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, dude.
And the manager at the time, this was like 8 years ago when they first opened.
Jesus,
Manager
so
at the
bad.
time, he thought I was joking because we were all friends and shit. And I was like, I told the server, I was like, yo, you know, this is messed up, you know, whatever. And he just thought I was joking the whole time. And so I was like, why didn't he ever come over to talk to me? I was getting pissed by the time I left.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, dude, you never once came over, and they didn't discount the food or anything. You know,
Oh,
didn't take
dude.
that off the thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's
I'm not
okay.
paying for this. You know, he was like, oh, I thought you were just kidding. I was like, was like, no, motherfucker, I've been down with a goddamn attack. You fucking kidding me? You know, like, who makes that shit up?
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's gnarly.
Wow.
So, there's milk and honey.
Yeah, so that's milk and honey, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it was great, though. Just got a screw in my mouth, you know?
Yeah, if you're getting the coffee, watch out.
Yeah,
You might
right.
get screwed. I handed it to the girl and was like, you want a screw? No, I didn't. Should have.
Missed opportunity. Dude, the Gulch is crazy right now, man. I was driving through the Gulch yesterday morning at 9 a.m. and it was bumping. Like,
with the wings?
Say what?
At the wings?
Yeah,
Dude,
the
just
wings.
the Gulch
everything.
is just nuts all the time because it's like the swanky tourist district.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and they're hitting up 12 South area, too.
Yeah. 12 South, you drive down there and it's just people walking up and down.
Yeah, it's insane.
You know, it's gnarly. It's crazy. I don't know. I posted something on Facebook about this today and I was like, not even my neighbors or people that I walk by on the street don't even say hi or smile anymore.
Dude, I read that and I thought to myself, just make sure you walk in on the street being like, hey guys, what's up?
Trying to say hello to people and
everyone running away be like,
get away from me, freak.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
I can see him turning around and be like, you want to say hi?
I'd say, this is what happens. No,
You
this is what happens. When a neighbor doesn't say hi to me, you know, even if I don't know them, like I know like 5 or 6 people. I mean, Hunter lives there.
Always is,
You know, Jay Hartley lives there. Steven Salyers lives there. Like there's so many people that I know that live there. And so even if a neighbor walks by and I know their face or whatever or whatnot, I always say hi. And then sometimes they'll just keep walking. And I'm like, okay, I'll go fuck myself. That's what I always say. I'm like, oh, I'll go fuck myself. And they just keep walking.
That.
That's probably why they don't talk to me.
It's probably been like the one neighbor that you've done that to like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like,
They tell every other neighbor, too.
This guy's insane.
Yeah.
He's insane. Don't walk by.
Don't talk to the crazy man.
I don't know. I just don't get it, dude. I grew up like we drive down the highway and you wave at the car driving by, you know, in Indiana. You do. That's how small town it is.
Everyone.
You do. You're driving by and you're like, hey, you know, a guy will just wave, you know.
It is nice.
But
sadly, it just doesn't happen.
Where are we living now in Nashville that you're too busy to just say hi to somebody walking down the street?
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I high five people on Broadway when I'm rolling up to my show because they're all drunk and having a good time and like they're there. So I'm just like, hey man, high five, and I just high five people as I'm like taking my gear in. You know.
You're such a good person,
Why
Jordan.
not?
That gives me anxiety to have to think about talking to everyone on the street.
You don't have to talk to everybody. I mean, but just like
I would just start crying.
say hi or smile.
Hello,
I mean,
just nod. Yeah, but it's
exactly.
something small.
But people will just like beeline right by you. Even walking out of the gym at World Gym, some people will say hi. It's like 1 in 3.
Yeah.
And most people, it's like when you see people at like the gym or I don't know. I'm trying to think of other places that would be you just don't want to be seen. I think it's mainly the gym. You know, people are
in their zone. They don't want to mess with
They don't want to talk to anybody. They're stripped down. A lot of girls don't have makeup on or whatever. They're just trying to beeline and not talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of get it, but it's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not an excuse, though.
I know it's not an excuse.
But yeah,
that's why I called everybody fucking weirdos. I did, didn't I, Jenna?
You did. I saw it.
And then some guy
way to call people out.
I'm from New York and I say hi to everybody. I'm like, okay, cool, but I never see you, so doesn't work.
Thanks. Thank you for your contribution.
Proud of you.
Doesn't apply to this right now.
Yeah.
Like, thanks a lot. Anyways,
Drew, do you want to play us another song?
Sure. Yeah. So this is a song we put a video for last week. We filmed it in April and we released it at Halloween. And it's called Madam D's, and this is was a fun song to write, to create, to record, and then to do the video for, just because the catalyst was I had a dream that I was at a brothel in the swamp. And one of my ex-girlfriends was working there.
Yes.
And she was one of the popular girls. And she was, to put it as PG as I can, I guess. Yeah.
have to PG it.
Yeah.
This is explicit.
Yeah. She got run through, is what I'm saying. And so, yeah. So Sorry, that was
Her nickname was Handle.
Yeah.
As in door handle. Everybody got a turn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's that sort of thing.
Okay, anyways.
And at nighttime, whenever the sun would go down, they would turn into like these vampire demons, basically. Which I don't know. I probably watched like From Dusk Till Dawn recently, or I don't know. Who knows?
Great movie.
Yeah, right. So I woke up and I wrote down as much as I could remember. And I was actually in another rite with another group of guys, and one of them had played the. And I was like, dude, what was that? And he was like, I don't know. So we recorded it, remembered it. They left. I learned it. Got another of my buddies the next week to come over, and it's like, man, I got this riff, I got this idea, let's run with it. And so his name was Ty Graham, and so me and Ty sat there for less than 2 hours probably, and we just knocked it out. And as soon as we got done with it, I loved it. And so recorded it with a guy named Lalo Guzman, and had a bunch of really talented dudes play on it. And my cousin Dave Baker did the final engineering on it, and et cetera, et cetera. So Chase Lauer did the video, and I'm stoked on it. So this is Madam D's. Deep down on the Mississippi, there's a blood moon rising slow. Shadows walk amongst the living. Dark water gon' swallow you whole. Neath the trees there lies a clearing, for the house of Madame Dussault. In the land of the unforgiving, one night gon' cost you your soul. A haven for a lonely fool. I'm abiding by the woman's rules. Candlelight and wild desire, burning like a church on fire. Deep inside you're losing all control, in the house of 1,000 souls. No lawman around for my home, but the judge stops by from time to time. Says he loves the way sweet Dahlia smiles. That son of a bitch gets a half the price. Coraline, she draws a rough crowd. Snake tattoo around her leg. Step out of line, come down and find out. She keep 2 pistols by the bed. A haven for a lonely fool. I'm abiding by the woman's rules. Candlelight and wild desire, burning like a church on fire. Deep inside you're losing all control, in the house of 1,000 souls. Well, this house belongs to the girls. Inside these walls is another world. A haven for a lonely fool. I'm abiding by the woman's rules. Candlelight and wild desire, burning like a church on fire. Deep inside you're losing all control, in the house of 1,000 souls. That's that one. That was been a lot lot of fun to play.
And the music video is out now?
It is. It's pretty graphic. It's my mom. It was the first thing that I put out. That my mom texted me and said, "I can't show my friends this," and was like, I support you in everything you do, but I can't show this and like support this one." And I was like, "Okay, I got it. It's all good." Yeah. I mean, literally, we have one of our.
Is it like graphic?
Thank God, we had all of our friends donate their time. They were so awesome. One of our good girlfriends literally took a blood shower. We like poured fake blood on her, and like it was. Yeah, it's got like, there's no nudity or anything like that, but like she's in like lingerie, and then they turn into like cannibalistic vampires at the end, like eat this guy. The concept of the video is there's this guy, he's going through like a brothel essentially, and there's beautiful women there, and then they turn into vampires and they keep seducing them. And each room, this was Chase's idea. Each room represents a different 7 deadly sin. And so apparently he did some research on it. There are colors that are attached to each sin.
Wow.
I used to know them off the top of my head, but like, one's orange, one's blue, one's green, one's red. And so we would, each scene was lit like that. So he goes to the house, and at the end, all the vampires come back and they eat them. It's a thing. It's like, it's like we weren't trying to submit this to CMT. We're not trying to submit it to anything. We're just trying to have fun. And Chase made it work with the budget that I had, and we had a lot of people that, like I said, donated their time, donated efforts and all that stuff. And yeah, it's on YouTube now. You can look
Still
at
watch
it.
that.
What's the song?
Madam D's.
Madam D's.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
I'll peep that.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Eat them right up.
Yeah, it was a crazy scene, man. Our buddy Taylor Davis was the one that did it, and he was a trooper, man. I don't know if he had done acting before, but we just needed someone to, he kind of fit the bill, and he crushed it, man. He did all, he was crawling on the floor, and he's like pretending to be passed out. He's pretending to get eaten and all this stuff, and we're throwing fake blood on everybody, and we had this like it was kind of fun because we one of the guys that was working kind of behind the scenes had worked on like actual horror movies before, so he was trying to tell us some tips and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And like there's this like this, it's like a powder, I guess, that you put on your whatever surface, and when you get the blade of the knife wet, and once the blade touches the powder, you can't see the powder, but once it touches it, it turns it into like a red liquid essentially. So that's what it looks like when like someone's like cutting themselves on camera or whatever.
Wow.
That's what
That's pretty cool.
the trick is. Yeah. So that was cool. And oh my God, I bought like 4 gallons of fake blood because I was thinking for this shower scene, we were going to need just, take after
least 4
take.
gallons.
Yeah, exactly. we probably used half of a cup of the fake blood.
Really?
So it's so thick. So what we did was like,
So you cut it down a little bit?
yeah, we had to
or
mix it with
whatever?
water because we took like a big like a pitcher essentially, put a bunch of holes in it, and then poured the stuff in there. But it was so thick that it wasn't coming out.
Oh,
We had to mix it with the water. So literally like half a cup, maybe a cup of this fake blood was all we used. I tried to return it because I did it from that Performance Studios out on Thompson, and they're like, yeah, we don't do returns at all. I was like, literally, I have 4 gallons of fake blood with all right.
So now it's just sitting like in your closet.
I honestly think it's in the office at Tin Roof.
You're going to use it for something.
I know.
Yeah,
Something just awful.
Halloween
Who
this
knows?
year.
It's been there for 2 Halloweens so far. Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting about it.
Cheers, gonna
It was
take
sitting in my living room for a long time, and I kept feeling weird, like having people over, because like people come over like for rights or whatever. There's just a bunch of fake blood sitting around everywhere. I'd be like,
You're like,
guys,
what is
don't
this
worry
red
about.
stuff?
And like it was in the corner with all the other like Madame D's props. There's like really messed up like voodoo masks and like fake
You're like,
snakes.
Drew,
and-
what are you into
Yeah, I
nowadays?
was like, I'm getting kind of dark these days.
I'm gonna paint my walls black.
That's
I'm going
right.
to take this kid to Cross Point,
That's right. Yeah.
clean him
Go
up.
see the ladies next door.
That's right.
I can't wait to see that. That's cool.
Yeah, man, it was a fun one, man. All those music videos have been a lot of fun. I've been very fortunate that Chase Lauer, Justin Clough, Dusty Barker, all of them have been super cool about. I mean, Chase, they've all done it at cost.
That's the old Lookout crew.
Yeah, man. They did all this stuff just like none of them were getting paid for any of it, and
Wow.
they're just super talented and believed in the work, and that was a testament to them as being good dudes. Yeah.
Badass.
Very cool.
thought you said someone was going to cry on the podcast today. I'm still waiting on that.
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna cry?
We'll wait for it. I might.
She cries.
I cry a lot.
She's a crier.
We'll do confessions now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
I'm
do.
trying to think what I don't have
Come
one.
on, Drew.
Come on,
I
Drew.
woke up with a hickey on Monday. That's all I got.
That's
I
awesome.
can see
That's it.
Yeah.
No, it's still there. I'm trying to wear high neck.
I was gonna
shirts
say I
all
didn't
week.
notice until you like pointed
On
it
Monday.
out, but
Yeah,
On Monday, not on Sunday.
No.
Not on Saturday,
No.
but on a Monday.
Monday morning.
that means his Sunday was great.
Yeah, Sunday got a
that
little
was
blurry.
a Sunday fun day.
Sunday got a little
Sunday
blurry.
was blurry.
Sunday was blurry
Did
for
you
everybody.
do anything
Girls,
on
want to talk about Sunday?
No,
How was your Sunday?
I don't want
What
to.
you nerds do?
Well, if you guys are wondering,
We are.
you want to go first, Courtney?
So we did a Sunday fun day, and that normally never goes well for the
Never
two of
goes
us. We ended up going to Tenru, where we just missed Drew.
Yes.
We took 7 shots each of lemon drops
In a row.
in a row. We asked for a bucket of beer. Don't remember that. I FaceTimed everyone in my phone.
You face the baby.
I FaceTimed my friend's baby. Yes,
This
I did.
sounds pretty like tin roofish right now.
Yeah,
So,
right?
I mean, yeah, like
I
this
was
is
like-
this is normally what's
Yeah.
gonna happen to everybody when you go there.
7 lemon drops. That's so many.
And this is like after we did a picture of
Like
Mars.
2 lemon
and-
drops is too
Yeah,
many
we started
lemon
at
drops.
Rose Pepper Jar.
Yeah, and drinks other places, and then we got to Tin Roof
Yeah.
and drank more.
Yeah.
So it was
we
just
out of time?
like good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it was a struggle on Sunday.
Yeah.
And if you guys are wondering,
You made it through now.
yeah, At least
It's
we're good now.
Wednesday, so we're good now.
It's Wednesday. I took 2 days to recover. But if you guys are wondering, Star 67 still works.
No shit.
Okay, go. So what's the story behind
Really?
that?
So I called the ex-boyfriend using Star 67.
didn't.
Oh, I did.
No way.
Why?
And it was like legit. Like I had to somehow find the number because it's not in my phone. Dial Star 67. Type out all the digits. He answers and goes, "Jenna, I know this is you. You're the only person that would ever call me on a private number." And I said,
So it still works on cell phones and shit too?
"Yeah, it still worked. It comes up private."
She's gonna try it.
I'm gonna call you right now.
Yeah,
This really
this is
does work.
amazing.
Yeah, so
I need to know. I mean,
Yeah,
You
Star
never know when it's
67.
I
actually
didn't
gonna
think it worked with
necessary.
Oh,
cells.
it definitely still works.
So, anyways, he knew that you were a creepy asshole. So, basically,
At least we're functional alcoholics.
He goes,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the first thing is, Jenna, I know this is you. And I said, "Oh, well, how are you?"
Playing it off like, oh,
oh, cool. I meant to call you.
yeah, right, yeah. Oh, what's up?
How are you
How
doing?
have you been?
I'm calling from a friend's number.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay,
it's,
Jenna,
it's
what's your
blocked.
phone
That's
number? Because this thing's
crazy.
doing weird shit.
But here's the deal: I had to call him under a blocked number because I'm literally blocked on his phone, so I can't call him.
Yo, dude,
So I got some problems.
it is time to write that boy off. It is-
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's see if this
Yeah, it
works.
was a
Okay, I'm
mistake.
calling you right now.
I didn't mean to call. Well, I did because it took a lot of steps to
Yeah.
get there.
What's it
Yeah,
say?
no caller
No
ID.
ID.
Oh, no shit.
So legit.
He's gonna prank call everybody.
For sure. Yeah.
Decline. You don't answer
Hey,
those.
can you
Oh,
still
dude.
do like *69 where it calls back?
Calls back.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
We're old.
Yeah.
We're old. Used to do that on a landline phone. And you would *67 blocked the call because people only had like caller ID for like the last couple years of the 90s
Yeah.
or the first part of 2000. Then
I
cell
remember
phones
when
came
it
out.
first started coming out. I was like, "This
But-
is so cool to
Yeah.
see who's calling."
*69, you could call the number back or whatever. It was called the last number, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you just dial *69.
Yeah, I remember that.
Let's see what happens.
interesting.
Nope.
Your call cannot be completed.
Nope. No.
And
Well-
nope.
That's a negative.
That's
Well,
it.
yeah. So Sunday Fun Day wasn't fun because
No.
that happened.
So
Good times.
What do you mean? Monday fun day wasn't fun. Sunday
Mon-
was good.
Monday was not fun.
Monday was a rough day.
Monday was rough. There was some man at my apartment fixing the sink on Monday, turned all the water off the minute I needed water and wanted to shower. And then there was this strange man when I woke up there, and I'm like, "Sir, what are you doing in my home?"
That's not a good way to start the week.
No.
Sorry, just came to fix your pipes.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Sure.
And he was like, "I turned all the water off, but I need to go get a tool, so I'll be back in a little bit." And I'm like, put water.
Yeah. Oh God, that's terrible.
Turn that on.
So,
I stink.
I took
right?
ice out of the freezer, put it in a coffee mug, and put it in the microwave until it melted, and then poured it over ice so it was cold.
You did what? What?
I took ice out of the freezer, put it in a coffee mug, put it in the microwave, heated it up,
Oh, just so you could have water
and then
to
poured
drink.
it back over ice.
Oh my
So I was
God.
desperate.
Wow.
Dude.
At least your Bear Grylls skills kicked in.
I know.
Like,
Survival.
holy shit. You
I
survived.
was so thirsty.
See?
Boy
If you
Scout
had-
101.
If you had been nice to your neighbors and knew them,
She was
you
about
could
to
just
pee
go right
and
next
boil
door.
it. Yeah. See, if you'd smile at your neighbors, say hi to your neighbors.
Look at Jer over there.
Just knock on the wall. Can I come over? Sure.
Y'all got a cup of sugar?
Yeah. You're good. Well,
Good time.
Yeah. Jerry-
At least you used your brain in the morning, even though you didn't have much function in it. But you know,
I got water.
You got
good.
water.
yeah.
It's amazing. I don't even know if any kids these days could even think of that. Like, oh, can you get water?
No.
And you'd be like, you little shithead.
That's it.
Just microwave some ice cream.
Yeah.
It took
I'll
me.
Google it.
It took me a second because I'm like, okay, there's ice cubes in the freezer. I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. I'm gonna melt them, but it's gonna be warm, so I'm gonna have to pour it over ice.
It's like a
Very
cold
interesting.
It's like a cold brew.
It's like a cold brew.
I had to keep doing
Just
it though.
water, though.
So much water,
Oh my God. You're just like, I need another cube.
more ice.
Amazing.
Because when it melted, it was like half a mug, so now I
Right.
get
You
more
get
ice.
like a 2-ounce shot of water.
My shower broke like a month ago, and I had to like the shower, the actual like shower handle. So like the tub worked. I don't fit in a tub, and so for all you listeners
Why
out
not,
there,
Drew?
yeah, for all you listeners out there, I'm 6'7", so I was literally had just worked out. I was supposed to go back into work, and it was on a Friday night. It's probably like 8 o'clock. So I turned on the shower, the faucet. It's really easy to turn. It's usually not. So it's all messed up. I call the emergency maintenance line. This guy shows up, has no idea what to do because he like wasn't the normal maintenance guy. I don't know. And so he's like, yeah, we'll get it figured out. Same deal, just leaves. So, but the thing was, like every other faucet worked, like my bathroom faucet, kitchen faucet, whatever. So works like, okay, we don't need to tonight, it's slow, whatever. Okay, fine. I'm literally filling up cooking pots, and I had to clog the tub
drain.
with a sponge because the normal thing wouldn't actually work.
Oh my gosh.
And
Progressively going down.
I've got
Yeah.
a electric kettle, my blender, like whatever, and then the biggest cooking pot I have, and I'm just filling them up constantly and running them to my bathroom and dumping them into the tub, and then boiling water to heat it up.
Oh my
Gotta get-
god.
it
God,
took
I
me-
would have just called a friend at that point.
Yeah.
You know,
At that
like, whatever,
point,
went to
yeah.
the gym and took a shower.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like, whatever.
have membership anywhere, so I would have. Because that's what the lady on the other end of the line, when I called them, was like, I don't have any water right now. She's like, well, go to the YMCA. I was like, I don't know, I'm not a member there. Like, well, it won't be much, like $8. Like, whatever. Anyway, so I fill up the bathtub just enough to where like I could like get my legs wet and like splash around. And then I shimmy down onto my back, and my legs are like straight up against the wall, and I'm like splashing water onto my torso. it was degrading in a sense, the same deal. It was you gotta survive, you know. So I see you, sister. Yeah,
We'll make it work.
it was terrible.
That's awesome.
They didn't fix it until like Tuesday. It was an awful weekend. After that, I started going over to my buddies, the bartenders that live across the street from Tin Roof. I just stayed at their place basically the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful.
You
Man.
at least have a decent shower there.
Yeah. Oh,
Crying out loud.
yeah, really.
There's something
body.
like you don't miss it for maybe I call it like one day skanking it, like where you just take the next day off and you're like, I'm not gonna shower.
Yeah.
And I worked out yesterday and today and I really stink right now. Who gives a fuck?
I got a
2
shower.
days of it.
I
I
got
had
a
to
shower.
shower
shower.
after I work out.
I
I
gotta
can
do
only
it.
do like 24 solid hours of that.
Yeah, I sweat too much, man. I got to shower. If I'm working out, even if I'm like going to the Kroger, I'm like, I got to shower.
It's hot outside.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but
I
like
gotta
the
shower
walk
right
from
now.
my front door to my car, by the time I sit down, I've already got underboob sweat. I'm just like, how is this a thing? Like, I would not survive in the wild. My body would just be like, this is too
I
much.
was gonna
Bye.
say, just no clothes.
Yeah. Ugh.
Underboob sweat.
Yeah, man. It's a real thing.
Laid down in a tub.
Yeah.
And
I'm
splashed
telling you.
water on his body.
Feet literally up against the wall, and like torso's here, feet are up against the wall, and I'm just like doing this. Like,
Trying to
splashing
get some
water
water.
onto the, oh my
Oh my
gosh. It was
God.
terrible.
rubber ducky floats by.
Yeah, I can see it laughing at me. Like, what an idiot. No.
That's awesome.
Do y'all collect those rubber ducks from Paradise Park?
What's
You know
that?
what I'm talking about? The
No,
rubber
but
ducks?
when is Paradise Park closing?
Just, I don't know.
It's soon.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it in July.
Yeah.
July, because I know they're doing the hot chicken and George thing again or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's like the last one. So, but I think it's over 4th of July weekend or something.
Yeah.
So that may be next weekend.
Next weekend, yeah. That's a bummer, man.
I don't know. For
I
sure.
had one of their burgers last night, and it was
Oh my gosh,
so
those
So
burgers are
good.
so good.
Except I had their hot one
Gonna miss
one day, and I
that.
sat there and cried while I ate it.
Had
It
another
was
one.
way too
I got the
hot.
Big Owl one time when it had
Oh
6
my
patties.
God.
Don't do that. It's
Oh,
too
dude.
much.
Even
Owl-
for you,
Owl-
that's making
Big Al was an institution when he left Paradise Park, and then like a lot of the the original bartenders left and all that stuff. I mean, Punchy's still there. I went in there over CMA Fest and I saw him, but I didn't know any of the bartenders. And I used to play there every Sunday for 2 years, so I knew everybody, And then that was the first bar that I went to and met all of my friends. Even so much that my buddy Brent Cobb was opening for Chris Stapleton last year, and so I was at Bridgestone backstage having drinks or whatever, and he's like, "Can you imagine? Like, can you even fathom? Like, we were just hanging out at Paradise Park, a block away, and now we're backstage at
Bridgestone. Yeah.
Bridgestone Arena.
Yeah.
Fuck,
So cool.
Crazy, man.
Mind fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Brent's awesome. I love his
he's
music,
amazing,
man.
dude.
So
He
good.
called me the other night, like 2 nights, Sunday night. He called me Sunday night at 11:45. I didn't see it till the next morning because I was driving back from Wisconsin. I was in the car for like 14 hours or something like that. I was out by
Going,
good
yeah.
times.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You never like he moved to Georgia. So when he is in town, he's in town for like a week or 10 days at a time. So I'm like, damn, I missed going out again.
Yeah.
I probably would end up at Paradise Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paradise
Dude, I've had a burger since the news came out that it was closing. I think I've had 2 burgers a week there.
Oh my god.
It's probably not great for my own weight, for the
believe
waistline, but
That's awesome.
There's
Dude,
a video
the
of me
double
on
line.
It's so
sound.
good.
Bathroom
Man.
Sunday at CMA Fest, and I'm fucked up, and I hate pickles and I hate cucumbers. I hate anything that's anything like that, and so I'm just eating my sandwich and I'm just throwing pickles on the floor, and I go, "Fucking evil cucumbers." That's what I say in the video.
Evil cucumbers.
Evil cucumbers. That's
Hey,
what I call
whatever,
them.
man.
I was like, "That's amazing."
It's
amazing.
proud of myself.
Yeah.
It would have been great had I just got kicked out of there. That would have been the last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final see you later.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Would they kick anybody out on the last day?
Probably not.
I don't know. He
We're
probably
gonna
had to do
find
some,
out.
You gonna
some
try?
outlandish stuff.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of there at my own gig one time because I was so drunk. I was punting pitchers of beer off the stage. And I was
Right.
trying to play harmonica and I was just drooling.
Oh.
Just drooling out of my mouth. I had hernia surgery and I was on pain meds and I forgot about it and I've been on them for like a week. I've been on them for like a week, so I was just
As one will.
in the regimen of taking them, and then my guitar player at the time was like, "Hey man, let's go downtown." This was my first gig there where I played there on Tuesday nights. So I played there for like 3 or 4 years. So this Tuesday night was 2 for 1 pitchers of beer for $6. So $6, you got 2 pitchers of beer. That was the original.
magical.
It's unreal. So we had them lined around the stage. Nobody's in there, and they're like, "Jerry, you want to get up? You missed last week because you had surgery or whatever. You want to get up?" And so I get up and I'm like trying to sing, and I'm just like, just punting pitchers of beer off the stage. And Big Al, I walked outside, and Big Al didn't even know what was going on. I just left. And when I went to go back in, he's like, "You need to go home."
Yeah.
Like,
you're
I
right.
got kicked out of my own gig.
Yeah. Yeah.
Proud of you, Jer.
I'm proud of me.
God. Now I really want a burger. No, talking about this.
Right?
I want a burger now.
And then we'll get you kicked out.
Yeah, see? That's a plan.
Okay, you kicked out.
That's a plan.
I like
That's a
it.
good plan.
Yeah.
Solid.
As long as I get a burger, I don't care. It's
Give me my burger and then I'll eat.
all right.
I like it.
It's so good.
It is really good.
Wow. What do you got there?
I got nothing.
That's it? That's all you have?
I confessed.
Oh, that was the confession, yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to confess
good one.
about?
That's a struggle. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't brush my teeth today until like I was leaving to come here, and I didn't realize that. And I was like, something's off. Something's off. And I walked in and out of
You
the
can like
bathroom.
taste it, like you can feel it in your teeth.
Yeah, and I was like, something's weird today.
Yeah.
Did I brush my teeth? I don't think I did.
Oops.
So I finally brushed my teeth at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
It is kind of gross.
But I didn't see you or talk to anybody all day. So that's fair, right?
Maybe that's why your dog didn't talk to you today.
She needs to brush her damn teeth.
Well, she can't do it by herself.
Yeah, no. No, she gets mad when I'm at home and I'm working on stuff all day because she's like, and she grunts
Pay
and she
attention
makes
to me.
noises. Like she's just like,
My dog does that to me too.
she's weird. She's got a huge personality.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's all I really have for my confession. I don't know. Been kind of a dirtbag over the weekend. I didn't shower for a day or two and then
Didn't
rode
got
in a
back.
car with guys. I peed in so many bottles on the road this weekend. I had the back seat of this Sprinter van and everything had piss in it.
You throw it out the window?
No, because they didn't actually have real windows in the thing. They didn't really
so
like
you had to
open.
like drive
they
it
just-
to your pee.
Yeah, and then like we stopped at a gas station and I took the pee bottles and threw them away, like literally armfuls of pee bottles. I threw them away. I get back in the van. I'm like, God, it still smells like pee in this thing.
Ew.
So nasty.
So I've like been pretty gross this weekend. Is that okay?
Thank you for brushing your teeth for us.
You're welcome. Never had a cavity, so I mean, we're doing well.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney doesn't like the dentist.
I hate the dentist.
I love the dentist.
You love the dentist.
I love the dentist. My mom was a dental hygienist.
Wow.
So I've always loved going to the dentist. I actually just called one today to make an appointment.
Did you really?
Yeah. I haven't found one here yet.
Dr. McGee in Berry Hill is awesome.
Okay.
I started going over there. Like I got a Groupon a couple years
You
ago,
know
and
the
I'm like,
dentist?
yeah, but he had really great reviews and all this stuff. And I was like, well, because I didn't have health insurance at the time. So I was like, well, let me do this. And I hadn't been in the dentist in like 5 years. I grew up as my next door neighbor was our dentist. So I went twice a year since I was a baby. So I've never had a cavity or anything crazy. So I found this guy and I'm like, well, the reviews are good, and I'm freaking out. Like I probably have a cavity now. I haven't been in 5 years. And so I go there and nothing, just a regular cleaning or whatever. And then I was like, man, these people are awesome. And so after the next year I did get dental insurance, I went back and they've been great. I love them. So shout out.
I love the dentist.
Dr. McGee.
Dr. McGee, Berry Hill.
Get your teeth cleaned.
And then go over to see Baja Burrito, also in Berry Hill, which
Oh,
is the most
yeah.
fire burritos in Nashville.
The Vui's Kitchen over there is legit too. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Vui's right behind my apartment in Germantown.
Yeah.
And it's dope. But the Vui's in Berry Hill is
It's right behind the Baja Burrito.
Vui's is, yeah.
Yeah, it's on that.
There's a couple little restaurants right there, like worth checking
There's
out.
a good Thai restaurant over there too.
I don't think I've been to that one.
It's good.
the one that's like right by the Jersey Mike's
Maybe?
in that corner.
No.
Nope,
I love food.
I did too. Seriously, all day. I was talking with Ward about that. Me and Elliot and Ward were talking earlier about. It's like we basically just only go to the gym just so that we can eat what we want to eat. That's it. It's the only reason.
It's a good goal.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all you really need, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to be shredded and look like that, but I don't want to eat fucking broccoli every day. Who does?
No,
Nobody does.
nobody does.
I was going to comment on his butt, but then I just couldn't think of anything clever.
Solid.
Because my ass.
I was
Check
like,
out my
them
ass.
burgers got your ass like that, but I
Yeah, that was good.
Get your fat ass.
don't. And I'm done with Jared's butt.
Ah. Wow. She was staring at my ass earlier.
Was not.
She was.
Totally.
Drew did.
Drew did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I don't think it turned around on me that fast.
We just don't want to confess.
No, at all.
It's all good.
We did confess.
That is a confession.
Confession.
That's
Anyways.
my confession.
All right.
Is that the show?
Is it all, folks?
We have anything else?
I don't know. What else is in your format?
I think we covered most of it.
Okay.
Why is it my call?
Because you're the freaking
No,
host.
I wasn't hosting it.
Aren't you the host?
Everyone's looking at
Oh my God! Everybody's. This is where she cries.
This
This is exactly the point where she cries.
See?
She's gonna cry.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, sure, that's it.
How do you do your sign off?
We haven't decided yet. It's been
Good.
weird lately. We've been like,
The transitional phase from
yeah.
from what is
Just
it?
for the
For the
record.
record to Inside the Noise.
Yeah. Still trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out. Are you guys trying to do different stuff on it, like or whatever, or
Yeah, no.
keeping the same format?
Yeah, no. What's your opinion
no.
on it? You're here every week.
I don't know. It just happened really fast. Everything transitioning,
Yeah.
and it's been great overall. But it's just been a transition,
Yeah.
like anything we're learning and
trying to stick to like
trying to figure out new segments.
why it started and then like new segments to add in.
Cool.
So how many of y'all done here?
It's our first one.
This is our
This
first
is the
one.
very first one.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Woo!
Okay.
Make some noise.
Cool. Yeah, this place is cool, man. It's got a
Where
good
are we
vibe
at?
to
We're
it.
at the Inner 615 place, and it's called Home.
Home. HOME.
Helping our music evolve.
Yep.
I had to gurgle it.
Gurgle it.
Yeah. Because you sent me something and it didn't make sense. I was like, that's not the right
You
acronym.
know, I don't think I've been texting people words lately.
I'm not surprised.
Like, everyone's like,
braids too
Jenna,
tight.
what's going on? I'm like, I don't know.
You got them braids too tight.
You got braids in my hair.
Too tight.
I taught kickboxing today within my hair, and I was like, someone's like,
Bicycles,
You're a little-
bicycles.
everyone's making fun of me today.
Were you not making sense again?
They were all making fun of me.
She doesn't make sense when she teaches
Really?
kickboxing at Hotbox.
All right, I want you to hit the bag with the bottom of your foot. What? You're gonna hit it,
Bottom.
and then you're gonna punch it with your heel. I'm not sure if that's a thing. It is a thing. Go. 2 minutes. Don't stop.
Is that the last class you
That's
took?
it.
Yeah, that's what I went to Hotbox. Is that the right?
You should come to one of my classes.
Is that not the right
I don't think you went
experience?
to the right
I thought it
one.
was pretty good.
You need to come tomorrow morning.
I had to put
No.
my thing on for
No.
Are you good teaching tomorrow
Tomorrow morning.
I am.
What, 5
time?
a.m.?
6 and 7:30.
Yep.
Fuck gets up that
I
early?
did
Thank
5
you.
a.m. this morning.
Nope.
I was gonna do
I didn't
6,
even go to bed
and then
tonight
I heard
until like 2 or 3.
I
That's what I'm
know,
saying.
napped all day.
No, couldn't do it. The class starts at 5. You got there at 5.
I got there at 4:30.
What the?
I'm gonna throw up. What? That is too
And then
early.
I
I don't understand how people work out like that.
My alarm went
yeah,
off at
from
5,
9
and
to
I was
5
gonna go to the 6 today, and then I heard the rain outside, so I just hit
Yeah.
snooze.
That's
Which is
that's like
bad.
the best sound ever to wake up and you hear like thunder and rain on your window. And
I
you're just
love
like,
storms.
see ya.
Yes, going to
That's
sleep.
another.
Lightning strike.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
No, that's the best. And then you like roll over for like 3 more hours and just be a piece of shit that day. It's great.
And then you go to Paradise and get a burger.
You call
What'd
in
you do
Paradise
today?
Park to go. You go
Took
pick
a
it up.
Bird
You come
scooter
back.
to
You
go get
blow
a
through
burger.
about 3
Did they
seasons of
Uber
Friends.
Eats
and you're good, dude.
Dude, Uber Eats is not for me. When that shit pops up and it says like 35 to 40 minutes, I'm like, fuck that. I can go drive down there. I can get an Uber, drive there to
Drive
get
down
it, and get back for cheaper than Uber Eats
Yeah.
and everything, and get it faster.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
understand Uber
it's
Eats,
crazy.
really. It doesn't really make sense to
Courtney
me.
and I delivered food once.
On Uber Eats?
It was terrible.
Together?
That's
She made me
nasty.
go with her.
Is this-
Courtney,
I
what
was
did
on
you
Whole
do today?
30, and
confession.
we were delivering pizzas, so that was great.
It was like
But
Courtney
you
went,
couldn't eat
no,
pizza.
you're just, like, sitting there smelling
and so
this
I
pizza?
opened the box, and she's like, "Why would you open the box?"
That's gotta be against health
What
code.
if I ate 2 pizzas right now?
This is, I would never order Uber Eats now because now I know the person in the car's opening the fucking box and taking my pepperonis off my
I just
pizza.
wanted to
yeah.
smell it.
So one of the guys I work with, I won't say who. One of the guys loves to like mess with it because like it's such a nuisance to us working because like we don't, you know, as a bartender, like you don't get any of the tip from it, whatever. A lot of the drivers come in are very rude. They're very like, demanding. Like they want to jump right to the front of like you're busy. They try to yell over like I'm here for Uber Eats. You're like I don't fucking care. So like one of the guys at work will mess with them and like you know those huge cups that we drink out of. He'll like fill it up just to a certain point to where it looks like his goal was that he hopes that the recipient thinks the driver drank some of it.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he'll do that now. Like, I don't know. It's just small things like that. It's, small victories.
That's a good one. I'm just kind of glad that, like, Kung Fu, where I work, nobody answers the phone. We actually don't have a phone at the bar or in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so we can't get to-go orders or anything. And nobody calls anybody back on the phone.
No.
And it's 21 and up always. So we don't have to deal with any to-go orders or Uber Eats or anything. The only to-go orders we'll get are if somebody lives in the neighborhood and they walk in.
Yeah.
All of that shit from other bars that I've worked at in restaurants, like it's a nightmare to go orders.
The noise it makes, it nightmares. It's the thing of nightmares. When I'm in other restaurants, I'll hear the noise go off and I'll like kind of jump for a second. And it's
not me. It's not me.
Sleep easy, young tiger.
I know, dude. Like, settle down. Settle down. No.
Chair with his voices.
Over here. Little
I like
sleep
it.
easy, young tiger. Meow. So how do you guys do your sign off? You guys say everybody else's name. You say her name.
Well,
Did you change it?
We haven't done that.
Well, you haven't been doing that shit?
Mm-mm.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pick a name. You're going to pick a name. And y'all are going to pick a name. And that's how we're going to sign off.
Okay.
Chair.
Yeah.
No, he's picking first.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Noize podcast. I'm Courtney.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jer.
I'm Jenna.
Boom. See you, bitches.
See ya, bitches. Oh, gosh.